Ooh, congratulations on being first. Welcome. Good evening to all of my viewers. Good evening. I noticed my chat box is leaking a little. I'm still calibrating these new overlays. Let us move into the mansion. You know, hey, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I was about to say I should put my desk on because I have my drink today. That's what I got going on today. I'm gonna. Oh my God! Gemini for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Oh my God! Thank you so much, my VTuber mama. I was just watching do some incredible art. Really, really good. We did a little trolling in the art. The art was a little sarcastic, but it was, you know, it was of a type, right? It was a type of art. Thank you so much. Everybody follow my artist who did my body. My body was created by Gemini X2. Thank you so much for being here today. It was a lot cursed. It was a cursed happy anniversary. Could you believe it? It's been 2 years since I went live with this model. My model is 2 years old today. So congratulations to me, yeah. But yeah, this is my anniversary. I'm gonna put on my chill BGM here. Put my chill BGM on. Alright, everybody. Hey, if you don't know me, welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I am Countess Lita. I am here today to celebrate my anniversary, my birthday, yes. my stream birthday of my mama. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Today's agenda is pretty straightforward. You guys can vote on what we're gonna do today, what order we're gonna do things in, but I'm gonna tell you guys about the plan, okay? The plan is this. For those of you that don't know me, I'll give you a brief introduction. I would show the raid trailer again, but I am going to be doing a new trailer. The new trailer isn't completed yet, so we'll do the new trailer as soon as it's ready to be posted, but I'll probably post it next week. It'll be a new trailer. Just new clips, new stuff, me laughing evilly because I'm an evil person. But I'm nice, but I'm evil. That's the rule. You gotta be evil to be nice, you gotta be nice to be evil. Here's a little introduction to me. I am a spider vampire, which means my vampire and spider parts are not... I don't actually have magic powers. I do everything with science, including being an undead bloodsucker. But tonight, my plan is to truly make real those things, which is to say, we're gonna eat some bugs and some blood on stream today. And we're also gonna look at some books because I got book gotcha. I'm gonna tell you guys all about the book gotcha. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a poll. We're gonna decide an order here. What order we do things. And we're gonna decide. Because we have 3 items on the agenda. We have blood, we have bugs, and we have books. Because that is the kind of vampire that I am. I like blood, bugs, and books. So we're gonna look at those things today. I do have a hand cam. It's ready to go. So when we are ready to go with the hand cam, we'll be firing that hand cam up. And I will be... The plan is this, okay? I have already made ice cream it contains bugs. This is real. I'm gonna go grab the bug ice cream. We're gonna eat bugs. They're chocolate covered. They're chocolate covered bugs. They don't look disgusting. They look like little candies. We're gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat them. Ice cream enjoyment is mandatory. I have also prepared, which I will show you the process of preparation. I have also prepared a blood pudding for us tonight. The delectable blood pudding. Again, I will show you the process of cooking the blood pudding. And we are gonna blend that with a ice cream batter and freeze it. They are crickets. They are crickets. They are chocolate-covered crickets. Spiders aren't bugs. Spiders are arachnids. Yeah, but I guess crickets aren't technically. I don't know. What they go to the technical definition of a bug, right? There's different. They are insects. I also have some worms, which I'll also eat for you. But it's not. They're tasty. They're tasty. It's a worm brittle. So we're gonna have that as well. And I will show you the process of how we have put that into an ice cream batter. And then we're gonna go ahead and live make the blood pudding ice cream. It's already been pasteurized, so I know that it is safe to eat. So spiders are just like scorpions. That's true. And you're a scorpion. So we're friends. We're allowed to be friends because you're also an arachnid. You sting. I just bite. I've had scorpion before. Yeah, me too. You can get them in lollipops. I've had a scorpion lollipop before. I've eaten a lot of. I eat pretty much anything. So I've eaten crickets before. I've eaten scorpions. I've eaten. Sorry, I've eaten you before. I've eaten worms before. So nothing is gonna be like too. It sounds like insane. I'm gonna like, oh, you're gonna eat all this stuff. Yeah, but I've eaten all this stuff before. Although this is my first time. I'll go into it more when I show the process. But this is my first time actually eating like blood from the grocery store. I don't normally buy my blood at the grocery store. I usually just get it from the source. So this is a little bit of a new process for me, having like packaged blood, but I will show you the process of like cooking with packaged blood. This is all stuff we're gonna do in a second. I also got. I went to New York City a couple weeks ago, and in New York City they have this bookstore called the Strand, which some people may be familiar with. And at the Strand, they have a thing they call blind date books, where you grab a book from their gotcha, basically. And the books have wrapping paper on them, and they drew a picture on the front of the book that's like what the book's about, but you don't know what the book is. You don't know the title or author of the book. And I bought 2 of them. So I have book gotcha. So we're gonna open the book gotcha on stream. I was like, I'm gonna hold off and open these. They're both scary books. They're both like gonna be like about Halloween type topics. So I think it's appropriate to open them this week. And I will quickly say that if you like scary movies, or if you just like hanging out with people, I'm gonna go ahead and plug the Discord, because on Thursday, we're gonna be doing a movie night. Movie night on Thursday. We're not gonna do a regular stream. I usually do a stream Tuesday, Thursday, but on Thursday this week we're gonna do movie night. And I'm gonna show Clown in a Cornfield, which I haven't seen before, and which people tell me is really, really excellent, and I'm very excited. And I'm also going to show a movie called The Devil's Chair, which I have seen before. The reason I wanted to do movie night is because we got the DVD for it. And I like this movie. It's very indie grindhouse horror movie that's kind of like sort of bad. But it's bad in a fun way. So if you like slasher movies with like gnarly kills, then slide by the Discord. If you like horror, then you're in the right place. Stick around. We're going to be doing a horror. Blood and bugs have tied. Okay, we'll just do ice cream, and then we'll do blood and then bugs. We'll do bugs and then blood. That's easier than blood and then bugs, because the bug ice cream is done. I have to actually make the blood ice cream on stream, so it's going to be a little more complicated. All right, Alice, thank you for the sub. Everybody follow Alice. Blood ice cream. Yeah, we're gonna do both. I did not combine the 2 things. There we go. Oh, I did the shout out. Alice does a fun chatting stream on Fridays, and also plays 7 Days to Die and some other fun stuff if you like VTubers with an attitude. Teenagers with an attitude. Alice is also a Power Rangers fan, so being cheeky. Yeah. I don't have an attitude. What the fuck do you mean? It says it right in your thing, your Kusogaki. It's my 2nd anniversary. Pink, thank you for the thank you. Why is my chat on top of the alerts? That's okay, I don't mind. It's what it is. 2nd anniversary. Oh, a hype train is happening. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 2nd anniversary. Thank you, Rue! Oh, I'll get a shout out to follow Rue as well. Rue is gonna be doing I'm Not a Human in a little bit. Yeah. Go show some love to Rue, the big sister, Sheeb. I see you're doing I'm Not a Human tonight. That game was really interesting. I hope you have a good time with it. I voted for that, so I want to see. I'm gonna at least watch the VOD later. Tonight on this stream, we're gonna be eating bugs. I have to get the bugs, but in the meantime, I'm gonna show you the process of making. Oh, they're crickets and mealworms. The process of putting bugs in ice cream. So, we've also got a new overlay. Are you guys ready for the new scene? Ta-da! Thank you! Welcome to the Discord. You are more than welcome. I guess my chat goes a little bit off the coffin. It's like a new chat overlay. It's like crooked. This is like very artistic. But I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna move this a little bit. But like, this is my new layout. Is that fun? And my new pretty screen. This was done for me on VGen. I have the name of the artist down in the description. So please, you know, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm not sure if I say it right, but it's Cow and Rose who did the layout overlays. They're new. I like the change of like a slightly darker color. I was getting a little bored with the old one, so I wanted to change things up a little bit. And we've got this like fun like pearl spider vibe. So yeah, I just wanted to change things up a little bit and make a slightly different overlay for my anniversary, so you're not seeing the same thing all the time. Cute, right? Only old crab hater Johnson? Yeah, isn't it cute? This is my new gaming overlay. So you saw my new starting soon screen if you came early. If not, I'll pop it on the screen one more time so you can see the new starting soon screen. It looks like this. Isn't it cute? I had new overlays. Because we're making things a little bit different, freshening up a little bit for the anniversary, since this is going into my 3rd year now. This has been 2 years of streaming on this account, which is honestly, I did not know that I was gonna, you know, when I started streaming, I was very much just like running D&D for people, and then I ended up doing a solo thing, and I just have been enjoying the whole VTuber format, which kind of didn't exist at first, so yeah, I like it. I like doing the VTuber thing. It was really fun. And yeah, I hope next year, let's talk about some plans for next year, because I know like, last year, I did a like, here's what my plans are for next year thing. We'll talk about it. I guess we'll do the bugs first, and then we'll talk about some plans. But it's hard for me to look super far into the future anymore, because a lot of times I make plans and I'm like, did I do the thing? No, I didn't succeed in the thing, but I still had a lot of fun and did a lot of stuff on the way. So next year, some of my goals are, I'm probably gonna do another outfit, maybe. I have a lot of ideas. I have more ideas than time and money to get outfits, but I did get a new turnaround done this year. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a 3D at some point in the future, but I'd have to get like tracking stuff for it, so I don't have a 3D right now. I do have, I'm gonna go back here real quick. I do have a new ping tuber in the works that is a little bit of a different art style just for retro games. So my retro gaming ping tuber is gonna be new, and I'm gonna wait and show it when I start doing retro games again, which is gonna be later. Next month, I have decided that spooky season isn't over. So we're gonna be doing more horror games next month because I like horror. I've kind of like defined myself partially as a horror streamer because there's so many good horror games to play, and a lot of times people are too scared to play them. So like me, I'm not scared of nothing. So I will happily do whatever weird games you want me to do. So next month, I'm going to be doing Silent Hill, is what I decided. So if you haven't seen Silent Hill F, or if you have seen it, I've been avoiding spoilers for Silent Hill F. But I really am excited to play it because I've heard really good things, and I've heard it's like really cool to go through, and you can play it like 3 different times and get 3 different endings. So next month I'm doing Silent Hill F, and I'm also going to do Parasocial next week, which is a video game where you're a live streamer and scary stuff happens to you. The new Silent Hill is Silent Hill F. Yeah, that's the new one. It's the new one with the Japanese girl as the protagonist. It looks really cool and fun, so everybody seemed to like it a lot, so I picked it up. And it's gonna be followed by another Weird Games. Oh no, she's also Ash from Pokemon, who was also in a coma. You ruined it for me. Oh no, don't tell me the spoilers. Don't tell me fake spoilers. Oh, SMH. Unbelievable. And then once we get through all of tonight's agenda, by the way, I'm also going to just, like, we're going to watch a bad analog horror that Frankie suggested to me that is bad, supposedly. So maybe it'll be fun times. I know that's a fake spoiler. She can't have been in a coma the whole time. That is the most boring fiction theory. Oh, they were dead the whole time and the whole thing was a dream. It's like my least favorite fiction theory ever. It's so boring. Oh, so none of it really happened? You mean it was fiction? Yeah, I got news for you. No fiction actually happened, genius game theory people. Oh. Okay. Whoa. All right, so let's talk about bug ice cream. Are you guys hyped? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up a little video. This is my hand cam video. No panic. You're gonna see my hands. You're gonna see my hands again in a second when I turn the hand cam on. But this is my hand cam video. And I'm going to describe to you the process of making bug ice cream. I'm also going to turn the music down just to another skosh. All right, here we go. So there's no sound in the video. So this is me in my Twitch hoodie. First thing I did was juice and orange because you need a tablespoon of orange juice to go into the... Let's see my Twitch hoodie. I got a Twitch com. Hands! I know, VTuber has hands. VTuber has hands. You can also, at some point, see my socks. Yeah, so sorry about that. There, you will see my sock. You will see feet, but you won't see bare feet because I don't show that for free, okay? That's not for free. So this recipe calls for a tablespoon of freshly squeezed orange juice. 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed orange juice. Please ignore the shit on the counter. Good on you for not posting toes? No, I had to cover my feet. I don't show those for free, but the angle sometimes catch my toes because catch my feet because, you know, I don't want to make it weird. I don't want to show toes. And it also calls for a tablespoon of tequila. Because there's a tablespoon of tequila. That's a half tablespoon that I'm using to measure in case you're wondering why I do too. I don't know exactly why tequila, but I think the idea is it helps with the consistency of the ice cream a little bit. And then matcha powder, okay? So 2 teaspoons of matcha powder. That's okay. You can call them whatever you want. I do it too. I say grippers. Grippers, yeah. So 2 teaspoons of matcha powder into... there's my feet. There's my foot. You can see my sock. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. He's covered. You can't see him. Yeah, that's my sock. Yes, I have Rick and Morty socks. I'm an old person. Don't question it. They're Mr. Meeseeks. Yeah. They're Mr. Meeseeks. Okay, so I had to you're gonna go now? Alright, well good to meet you. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, it was a different time. It was a different time, Rick and Morty. All right, so that makes a matcha flavored powder. Now, what I'm doing here is blending in the ice cream batter. Okay, I didn't show making the ice cream batter, but ice cream batter is milk and cream mixed with sugar and a little corn syrup. And this is using the salt and straw method. So they use powdered milk and xanthan gum. Which normally I used to use egg. When I made my unicorn ice cream, I made it with egg. But powdered milk and xanthan gum are a little bit easier to work with because it's cheaper. So you're not having to crack and separate eggs. And then the last part of the process here is taking that. Yeah, this is how you make matcha ice cream. Taking all of that, and we're gonna run it through a strainer, just to make sure to get any like matcha clumps out, because you don't want it to be clumpy when it goes into the ice cream machine. Now there's gonna be a hard cut here, because I'm gonna show the ice cream machine. Because you're not gonna see the ice cream machine again, because even though I'm gonna use it again tonight, you're not gonna see it again tonight on the stream. So there is the ice cream machine. And we're pouring the... I'm clumpy. Could you milk me? Are you clumpy, Patware? So we're pouring the ice cream batter into the ice cream machine. And that is going to make it into proper ice cream. So it's like a milk mixture, and then it has the matcha flavoring. Yeah, this is my... Thank you. Thank you for pinning that as well. I'm clumpy. No, Patware, I can't milk you. We need the Markiplier. I can milk you. Thank you for pitting. I have the greatest mods in the world. So that's gonna just run. Now, I don't have a video of this running forever, but it runs for 15 minutes while it is becoming ice cream. So as it continues to run, basically this is cooled. So then I have the bugs. So these are the bugs. This ice cream maker. It is a stand mixer with the ice cream attachment. Oh, by the way, I changed pants. I'm in my comfy pants now. And if you look carefully, I have my Made Mint Fantome shirt on. So I went to TwitchCon and I posted. I like the stuff at this booth, and then I bought one of the Made Mint shirts. So there, and now I'm putting the bugs in the ice cream. So it's a little bit of bug, layer of bug, and then a layer of green ice cream. There's a little leftover orange juice, so I put it in a glass and took a shot of it, because I don't want to waste any delicious orange juice. And then the rest of the bugs. A stand mixer is a baker who is way too into Made Mint Fantome. Shh, shush. That's right. That's right. She's my Kamiyoshi. It's Halloween. I'm allowed to stay on a ghost. And then we're dumping more ice cream and more bugs into the ice cream. And I think that's probably the end of the video, because you get the idea. So I'm layering in the chunky bugs. I didn't want to put the bugs in the ice cream maker because it will, you know, crush them into little bits and pieces. That's not what you want. You want it to be nice and clumpy. So I basically just layer them in after. If there's something you want to be like crunched up, like if you want to do cookies and cream and you want to be a little more crunched, you can throw them in the ice cream maker while it's still blending. But for this, I did not want to do that. So I'm just tossing the bugs in on top. They're kind of like little poos, I'm not gonna lie, but they're chocolate covered with seeds. Okay, and that's the end of the video. So now I'm going to eat the ice cream. Are you guys excited? But I gotta get up first. So I gotta get up and get the ice cream. So let me go back to let me go to a BRB actually. Like, you're following. I'm gonna BRB real quick to scoop ice cream. There's gonna be a lot of BRBs in the stream, because basically I have to like go back and forth to the kitchen a little bit on the stream a little bit. That's okay. So let me just do that. So let me go back to here, and I'm gonna disappear for half a second, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get the ice cream. And then I'm also going to do the other ice cream in a little bit. I'm back. The full collapse during the SCP part of the Yud stream was hilarious. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, we were reading a really bad SCP. That was pretty good. Did we do Remaster Crasher Pass this year? Yeah, I think we did. I think we did do that this year. That was a good... wait. Did we? Yeah, we did that. We did that. Did the VOD of that ever get posted? Or am I bad? I think I posted it, maybe. I think we did Pokemon edibility too. I did blow up Detroit. That was beautiful. That's gonna end up in my clip comp for my my trailer, because I gotta have my Pokemon edibility. Yeah, that was a great stream. That was such a long stream. We went on for so long. I pressed the button. All right. So I'm gonna turn on my cam here. You guys can see my video cam. I think I turned off the annoying sound on the video cam. There we go. So that's the end result of bug ice cream. These are the bugs, okay? These are the bugs. It's coconut brittle bugitos. Okay, they're actually made with worms. They're mealworms. And then these are chocolate covered crickets, okay, with amaranth seeds. I'm gonna hold on to these bags because I've got a lot of stuff. Bugs is on the list, so they're in the ice cream. So you can see the ice cream in the chunks. But I'll show you up close. I'll show you up close the worm. What are the nutrition facts? Let's read the nutrition facts. 90 calories per serving, which is half a container. So I'm not eating half a container of bugs. Yes, there's protein. There's protein in worms, for sure. They look like up close. You can see like they look like this. You can see the. There we go. There's a good shot of it. Okay, you guys see what it looks like? It's nice and clear for you. There is 2 grams of protein in half a container, so it's quite a bit actually. They are authentic. It says it's traditional Aztec wisdom. That's what it says. The Aztecs would have eaten the bugs. 3.5 grams of fat. So I don't know if I'm holding it in front of my my sensor here. 13 grams of carbohydrate. A little bit of sugar. I think because there's actual sugar in this. The ingredients are worms and sugar. And coconut. There's coconut in this. So we're gonna eat this now. Tastes like coconut. And worm. And mostly coconut. You should be able to buy those locally. They're from Don Baguito. Let me just show. I brought this on as well so you can see where I got all these recipes from. This is the Salt and Straw ice cream cookbook. And this is where I got all the weird ice cream recipes. They basically are like a weird ice cream factory. They do normal ice cream. And I have their normal book as well that basically just has like some interesting flavors, but nothing too crazy. Like it's like cereal milk, a couple of variants of coffee, and a bunch of different variants of like vanilla and chocolate, and like some strawberry and like sort of weird stuff. But this has like the weird flavors where it's like beets and oh my god, thank you for the raid. Do a weird pizza from the TMNT pizza cookbook. Someone has to buy me the TMNT pizza cookbook. I don't have it. But I need it. I need the TMNT pizza cookbook. Starrail, what's up? Hey, thank you, Raiders. Welcome. You guys are here for my 2-year stream anniversary. And you're just in time for me to eat a cricket on stream. Oh, Eldenwood. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So if you're from Eldenwood, Eldenwood is a retirement home for 30-plus-year-old VTubers. Myself, I'm 425. But I am a spider and a vampire, so I will eat bugs and blood. We're also going to do a blood meal in a little bit. But this book has the recipe for both the bug ice cream and the blood ice cream. Which you saw, the bug ice cream is actually matcha ice cream. It just happens to have chocolate-covered crickets in it. Oh, and my unicorn in the background, I did that on my unicorn ice cream stream, so the unicorn is also still here on the desk with me. So I'm gonna now eat the ice cream now. I was at the Salt and Straw Creamery. What blood, may I ask? It's pig's blood. It's pig blood. Okay. I was at the Salt and Straw Creamery, and I actually got a scoop of this already just to see if like my home version would compare to it. The girl in front of me was like, "Can I try the Creepy Critters ice cream?" The lady was like, "Just so you know, there's actual bugs in it." And she was like, "Oh, never mind." There you go. On to the ice cream. Honestly, it does taste just like it came from the creamery. But if you didn't tell me that this it's crunch, they're crunchy. You can hear the crunching. If you didn't tell me this was chocolate covered bugs, I would not know. You'd have to tell me, or I'd have to look very closely and see that it's chocolate covered bugs. But you can't hear the crunching? Okay, maybe my sound thing was that sound thing is like clamping it down. So it's actually probably a good thing. You don't get crunch ASMR. But it's a little crunchy. The chocolate does mute it to some degree. Like, taste the chocolate first. And before you think, well, it's just kind of a small scoop of ice cream. This is not the only one we're doing today. We're also going to do blood. But I have also pre-cooked the blood. So we'll show that next. But yeah, it's pretty good. That is matcha ice cream. Now, in addition to Eldenwood, I'm also a member of a local stream team called PH16. And if you're going to the PH16 Halloween party, I will bring this with me. I don't plan to eat it all on my own. So maybe some other folks will get a chance to try and taste it. Although, I have a feeling a lot of people out there will be a little intimidated. But as long as I tell you, don't worry about it. They're just tasty, tasty bugs. They're edible. They're food-grade bugs. You gotta wonder about people with Salt and Straw. They saw these chocolate-covered crickets and thought, how can I make an ice cream? They're good. They're tasty. I understand why the tequila now. First of all, because it complements the flavor of worms. But also, the black pudding. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's a black pudding ice cream. But also, it kind of makes the ice cream a little bit less stiff, like the scoop. So I get it. Makes sense. I did use up most of my bugitos, so I won't be able to make another batch of this, but people can just eat the crickets. They mostly got. Blood is just food. Yes, blood is just food. I bought it from the Asian market and said that I was making a dessert with it. And she was surprised because normally when you get pig blood for Asian cooking, it's used to like thicken up a hot pot. So they put it in soups usually. But in this case, we put it in a dessert. Now this one's going to take a little bit more time to prepare because I have not churned or mixed the flavoring into the ice cream. But I'm going to show you a video just like I did before. I'm going to turn my cam off for a second. And then put the video on to show you the process of making blood pudding to put in the ice cream. And then I will show you the end result of that. It coagulates. It does coagulate. So this is the blood from the grocery store. I'm just going to open it with that knife there. Very nice. And as you can see, it kind of makes like a brick. It's like a little brick, right? So if you haven't worked with it before, it kind of has the consistency of Jell-O. It's a very Jell-O-y kind of substance. Yeah, blood brick. Yeah, basically. That's like too big of a piece, so I cut off like a smaller piece. And also you can see that like when it coagulates, it's like more liquidy on the inside, but it kind of develops a film. I have never worked with grocery store blood before. So, yeah, I do not want to eat it raw because of, you know, safety. Would it smell like blood? What do you think blood smells like? It smells like blood. But yeah, it smells like blood. Okay, so here is the process of making my blood pudding flavoring. So I'm going to turn on the stove and we're going to add a little sugar. And this is cream and sugar. And as soon as I figure it out in a second, I think it's cocoa powder. Oh, and brandy. There's brandy in this as well. Big glass of brandy goes in that. Yummy, yummy. And then cocoa powder. I'm using Hershey's because I'm in Hershey country. That's what we have around here. But you probably could use a higher quality cocoa if you wanted to. That's just what we have here. Pennsylvania. And then there's also a couple spices that goes in this. Cinnamons, cardamom. I don't know how slow this video is. I'm waiting for a second for me to put my cinnamon and stuff in there. Oh yeah, I'm getting it from the... But there's a little bit of salt. Because, you know, salt goes in most types of food. A little bit of salt. cinnamon. I've got the lazy Susan. Put stuff in there. Salt is life. You have to salt food. If you were to put any salt in food, you gotta. If you're making food, if it's food flavored, it's gotta have salt in it. Okay, there we go. Little cinnamon stick, and then there's like a little bit of pepper in it, and cardamom that goes in it. The stove is kind of dirty, of course. It's not the bad. It's not the worst. It could be worse. Sorry, it's very difficult to like maneuver all this stuff while also trying to pour the items in the. This is why I did not try to do this live, because I actually did this yesterday, and I let the blood pudding set up in the fridge overnight, so that it would be like kind of firm. But I think what we have to do is stick blend it into the ice cream. So we're gonna get the stick blender. I'm gonna stick blend it. There's cardamom in there as well. And then I think I turned the heat on. Now, if I were to do this again, I already know that because it's so gelatinous, you also pre-recorded it so much easier. Yeah, well, so part of this will be pre-recorded, but a lot of it will be. So it says it's so gelatinous and it kind of has to melt down in the heat. I think if I were to do this again, I would lower the heat a little bit on this, because when I took the you strain this through the strainer just like with the matcha. When I strained it, there was still some like chunks that got strained out. So I don't know that all of the coagulated blood got incorporated. There were still like some larger chunks, but for the most part, it kind of melts down. But I think you want to do this like over super low heat. So when I did this, it was like, yeah, it's kind of breaking up. So it breaks up a little bit, but I think I would have done it a little slower so there wouldn't be, because there was some big chunks. What is that? Is blood. Is blood in chocolate. Yeah, it's chewy bits. Yeah, so you're supposed to filter the chewy bits out. So we're not going to have any chewy bits in the ice cream, but I think it's totally okay to have chewy bits, but I wanted to filter. Okay, so what? What do you mean what? I'm a vampire, silly. That's the end of the story. That's the end. But the good news is, is that a real thing? Yeah. Yeah, it's real. Why would I lie to you? Listen, I'm all about the bit, okay? I lead into the bit, all right? You want me to eat a bug? I'm gonna eat a bug. It's pig's blood. It's correct. You can buy pig's blood at an Asian market, which is where I bought it. There's a butcher that's also close to here, but that's it. Dracula blood pudding ice cream. That's what it is. Yay! Never heard of blood and chocolate? Yeah, it's a thing. It's a real thing. So I'm going to get it out of the fridge, and we're going to blend it together, and then we're going to actually put it in ice cream. I'm very excited. This will be a couple-step process, because I got to get it out and blend it, and then I got to throw it in the ice cream maker. And the ice cream maker takes about 15 minutes to do its thing. So, you think vampires could subsist on pig's blood? Absolutely, yeah. What you need from blood is the iron content. That's what you actually need. So you need the red blood cells. Although it depends on it depends on, like, realistically depends on the universe, right? Like in Twilight, they say they're vegetarians, which means they only eat animal blood. Isn't that how it goes in Twilight? Right? So I think in some universes, it's like, oh, it's got to be human blood, because if it's not human blood, it doesn't have the qualia, it doesn't have the magic. In other universes, they're like, nah, it can't be any blood. But like, as far as me, I mostly do like beef. I do like animal blood because it's easier for me. Again. Okay, I'll be right back again, and I'm gonna bring the pudding and we're gonna mix it together. Yeah, beef. What I usually eat. It depends on what kind of vampire sort. Like, exactly. All right, and once again, I'm gonna disappear. Very second. What comes out of cooked meat is not actually blood, it's heme, but heme is actually what I need to live. Not necessarily blood, so it's actually called heme. Or hime. I don't know how. Hime is a princess. Yeah, that's the red stuff. It's meat juice basically, but it looks like blood. Yeah, exactly. The rarer the better, honestly. It is delicious. For sure. What comes out is water and protein. Yeah, it's a hime. Okay, so I would like to mention before I do this, by the way, that if you are trying to follow these recipes at home, safety first. And in my video, you might notice that it's on the stove. So that blood pudding has to be cooked to 160 degrees to be safe to consume. So you make sure to cook it all the way through. Not just to thicken it, but to be sure that it's safe to eat. Because we're not drinking blood raw, okay? I mean, if you do drink blood raw, do that safely too. But in this case, it's blood from a pig, and I don't know the pig, so I decided to make sure it was nice and cooked. So this is the result of the blood cooking here. And you might say, of course, it doesn't look like it's red, but remember, there's two scoops of cocoa powder in this, so it looks more like chocolate milk. Plus, when you cook up blood, it turns brown. I have seen some pictures of this ice cream where it's more red, but I think they put food coloring in it because in the book, if you look in the book, it's brown. And if you look in this, it's brown because it's cooked, right? So when you cook up blood, it does turn brown. And then this also has chocolate in it. So it's blood and chocolate. You're sorry? Don't apologize for saying that. No, it's fine. And this is my ice cream batter. So this is the ice cream batter that I talked about earlier. It is made with milk, cream, sugar, and cream of tartar to thicken it. You drink a pig, you're drinking every pig that pig has been with. That's true. Ugh. Don't think it that way. I forgot to get a spatula. Yeah, I'm gonna need a spatula. Hang on. I better get a spatula to like scoop this. God. We have some real comments. New best comment. Hang on 1 second. I gotta get a spatula to scrape this out because I don't want to miss these delicious goodness. Don't want to lose any of this. You would have spilled it already? Not spilled. You love pork and you honestly love a bit of blood. Maybe you would like this. Okay. So we're going to pour this blood pudding. Oh, it's really thick. Yeah. Really thick. Into the ice cream batter. Sorry, I'm kind of disappearing while I do this because I'm off to the side here. You can watch me do it. Open. Chocolate pudding. It's going into the ice cream batter. So this is my ice cream base. And this is the chocolate and blood flavoring. Big diarrhea color. It's cooked blood and chocolate. It's gonna be poop colored. I said you wouldn't expect it to be red because it's cooked. Does it smell bad? It smells like chocolate and cinnamon and spice. It smells good. If you smelled this, you'd be like, oh, cinnamon spices. You wouldn't think it smells like blood. Oh, it does sink to the bottom. I can see why you're supposed to blender it. You wish your blood smelled like cinnamon? Add some red 40 or beet juice. I do have some beet juice, but I think that would change the flavor. I do have beet juice, but I think it would change the flavor. There's a recipe in here for beet ice cream, too. So, I think this is just gonna look like chocolate ice cream. And if somebody asks you what's in it, be like, chocolate. Don't worry about it. It's only a half cup of blood. Whoa. Don't splash it all over your desk, though, there. That would be really bad. I love a stick blender. Sorry, you're probably getting stick blender ASMR, aren't you? Probably right next to the microphone, too. Nasty. So sad. Sorry, everyone. Stick blender ASMR. Chat can live with it. At least it's not as loud as the ice cream maker would have been. Although the ice cream maker is quieter now. Smells anything that worried me. A guy nicked his artery and Jim, you never forgot the smell. If you don't like the smell of blood, yeah, I think you would be put off. You can accidentally iron poisoning yourself. That's a good point. You can be careful. You could accidentally iron poisoning yourself. I don't know if I could, but I have a meeting with my blood doctor on Thursday, right after consuming this, oddly enough. So we'll see what my blood doctor says about all this. We'll see if it's okay for me to eat more blood directly. If you guys all know my lore, I actually have a blood disease, so that's why I do the vampire bit. I gotta get it checked again this week. But this is gonna be good because this is a new doctor and I'm excited to see what they have to say, or if they give me any useful advice, or if it's like just boring like it has in the past. Okay, so that's the stuff. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put this in the ice cream maker, and it's gonna sit in the ice cream maker for like 15 minutes, and it's gonna be the consistency of like a chocolate soft serve. So I'm gonna end up scooping it into a container to harden up like more into like the little balls that you saw earlier with the green ice cream. But I will eat a scoop of it at soft serve consistency. What Dr. got into the field because his love for blood ice cream. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. So once again, I'll be right back. But I will, this time, I'm gonna put this in the ice cream maker. There's a lot of getting up and sitting down again and cooking streams because I don't have like a proper cooking streaming setup. But someday maybe I will. I don't know. Could be a pain in the butt. All right, be right back. Okay, that's it. Private appliance. You can hear the mixer going. You probably can't hear it on the mic though. I don't think you can hear the mixer on the mic, but you can probably hear it if you're in the house. So that just has to sit for 15 minutes in the mixer. So it is almost 9 o'clock now. So at 15 minutes after 9, I'll take it out of the mixer and I'll scoop it into a bowl. If you could have one every day, would you choose burgers or pizza? I feel like I would choose pizza because it's more versatile. You can put whatever you want on pizza. Pizza is like, you could make meat pizza, you can make vegetable pizza. Yeah, you can put burgers on pizza. You can put burgers on pizza, but you couldn't put pizza on burgers. Well, you could put pizza on burgers, but that would be a little weird, I think. Yeah, just put burger on pizza. Have both. I'm drinking. This is not blood. This is just my regular vampire wine. But I'm waiting for the ice cream maker to be done making ice cream. So in about 15 minutes. There is going to be a commercial break in about a minute, probably. So we'll let that run. And then after the commercial break, we're going to move to doing book gotcha, which is the next fun thing I had on the agenda for today. And then I think I'm going to do actual gotcha because I have to pull on the current Star Rail banner before it goes away. It's the Anaxa rerun, but I didn't get him last time, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to move the stick blender out of the way. Fortunately, I thought ahead this time and put a cloth down so I wouldn't make a mess on my desk doing the cooking stream. I was actually prepared this time. Wow, I've only done like 4 cooking at my desk streams. Finally, I put together a way that I wouldn't make a huge mess doing it. Oh boy, oh jeez. Get some Lunchables pizza and put them on burgers. You could make a pizza burger, right? You could make a burger. You put pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese and pepperoni on it. You could put onions and peppers. That could be a thing. You could make that. So really, it's a cheat. You could cheat that question. That question is a question you could cheat. I've seen one where it's like, if you had to give up, if you only could eat food from like one quadrant on this world map, and it was like, do you give up Chinese food? Do you give up Italian food? I was like, I don't know, it's pretty hard. That's a tough one. There's a lot of good food all over the world. You can skip the Strand. I can hear it going. I can hear it making the ice cream. It's going to be another 15 minutes before it's done making the ice cream. Yeah, so that's the Salt and Straw cookbook. I have both of them now. I got the other one when I was in New York at a bookstore. You saying giving up American? This American food is just like, it's not It's like a melting pot mishmash. You'd be surprised what originated in America, though. Like, I was seeing some stuff today, and somebody was like, fajitas. Well, fajitas are actually Tex-Mex. Fajitas was invented in America. But I feel like if you're doing the quadrant meme, you're giving up Mexican food as well. And I don't know about that. I don't know about giving up Mexican food. Because, you know, gotta love a taco. I feel like I could eat Mexican food exclusively, pretty much, and be fine. Of course, I could feel the same way about Chinese food, because it's like the same kind of principle, right? It's just like meat, rice, vegetables. Although I'm eating like nothing but Asian food this week because I have so many vegetables to use up that it's just like going to be stir fry all day. So today I had stir fry with noodles, and tomorrow I'm going to have stir fry with rice, and then most days we have to go to the Asian food. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Chinese food is really good. When I was at the Asian market, I also got some good, a lot of people were saying European comes to New York. Yeah, New York invented a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the food that we think of, like I think curry is even actually English. Like it's Indian, but it was made in England by, like not curry itself, but like certain types of it. There's like certain foods, I forget, like chicken tikka or something is one of those foods that you think is from India, but it's not. I'm talking on my ass. I don't remember what food it is, but like, there's a lot of foods that you think are like invented in another country, but were actually invented by immigrants into another country. Right. So like New York is one. But I just saw today like fajitas were actually Tex-Mex. Actually, they invented in Texas, so technically it's not Mexican food, which is like that makes sense. Chicken tikka masala was invented in Northern Britain. Yeah, chicken tikka masala is the dish. Okay, I was right. Yeah, that was an Indian place in Northern Britain. So it's a fusion dish. Not pure Indian. It's immigrant food. I think it's good that we can all like share culture and mingle our different food cultures together and, you know, progress. Inventing different delicious flavors. I think it's all good. So that's what this cookbook is about. The first, like, 2 chapters are kind of normal. Like, they're basically just, like, regular flavors that you would normally make. And then it goes into, like, pale ale. And it goes into... I am not at the point of attitude where I'm going to make a specific cookie just to put in my ice cream. Like, I'm going to bake a cookie and crunch that cookie up just for my ice cream. That is advanced. That is some serious project cooking, okay? And not that blood pudding isn't project cooking, because it obviously is, but there's a whole other level of project cooking. So somebody was mentioning beets. This is what the beet ice cream looks like. This is beet sorbet. And maybe I'll make that someday. Aquavit. I don't know what that is. Aquavit. I don't know. This is kale brittle. I've thought about making kale brittle. Yeah, beet makes everything look beautiful. I did make beet dumplings, and they were delicious. They were gorgeous and delicious. That's what the blood ice cream is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be brown. So if you're wondering about the color, if it's not red, but yeah, it's supposed to be brown because it's chocolate and the blood is cooked. So when blood cooks, it turns brown when you cook it. This was sweet potato casserole ice cream. Maybe I can make this. What's it in? Corn syrup, sweet potatoes, light brown sugar, cinnamon, ice cream base, pecan praline. Oh, you gotta make your own pecan praline and marshmallow fluff. That's the extra. That's too extra. I'll just get marshmallow fluff from the store. Who's making their own marshmallow fluff? Maple marshmallow fluff. That's so much work. I'll do it. You guys know I'll do it. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Ice cream. With potatoes in it. Buy fluff from store? Yeah. Add maple syrup. Easy peasy. Exactly. Fluff. I don't have to make my own fluff. Okay, ads are over. So I'm going to tell you guys again about the books. I bought these. This one, I bought it because it reminded me of Cuphead. Okay, so I bought these at the Strand in New York City. And they have this book gotcha where, let me see if I can bring up an image of the I took a picture of it. I think I put it in Discord, actually. Where they basically have like a whole table of books that you can grab that are mystery books and you don't know what the book is. And I've gotten more into reading books lately. Oh yeah, I did take a picture of it. Okay. I'm gonna save this image and show it. Where's my random image? Yeah. Oh my god. That's the image is, that's an older, okay. Picture. I can still hear the ice cream maker going. Maybe huge, I don't know. That's not huge. Wait, why are you not letting me move you? Why are you not letting me move you? The heck? Okay, well it says blinds 8 with a book on the bottom, right? I for some reason can't move the, maybe I have to turn the camera off. Oh, it's being weird, I don't know why. Oh, because it's locked. That's why. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was locked. Okay, there we go. So this is what it looks like. This is Blind Date with the book. And it's got, it's featured in the New York Times. Hello, welcome. I'm talking about my book gotcha. I got a gotcha book. So basically the books are wrapped in paper. You can't see what book you're gonna get. This one says it's The Shining with a bunch of band kids. This one says Find Love in Between the Lines. This one says a feminist historical thriller. Yeah, so they're all different books and you don't know what they're about. It just tells you like what their plot is, but it doesn't tell you like who wrote the book or what the book is. There was one that was like, this is a cyberpunk adventure. And I was like, I kind of would like that because I just finished playing Cyberpunk. I played a shitload of Cyberpunk this year. But then I thought, what if it's Ready Player One? I've already read that book and I hate it. So I'm not going to grab that one. I decided against it. So instead I picked up these two. I don't know anything about these books at all. Yeah, neat, right? So we're just gonna open, it's just like, we're gonna open the book gotcha. This one says Murder Mystery. I don't know what the book is. I don't know the title. I don't know the author. It says Murder Mystery Identity. There's like a door. I was like, okay, what is this book? I don't know. We're gonna open up the book and find out. And then after I open up this one, I'm gonna go dump the ice cream because it's already been 10 minutes. So in another 6 or 7 minutes, it's gonna be done and I'm gonna be able to eat it. Excited to eat the ice cream too. We're eating ice cream and we're reading books today on the stream. This is oh, and I kind of don't want to rip the drawing. I don't know if they're, I guess they're printed. But they have this real like hand drawn quality to them. They're very like bespoke. It's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna open it up. I don't know what this book is. There was a couple where I thought maybe I could guess. Like one I was pretty sure was American Psycho because it looked like it had American Psycho on the front. But some of these I was like, I can't guess at all. So I can't guess what this is. So we're gonna find out together. I didn't want to get a whammy. I didn't want to get a book that I'd already read or that I knew that I didn't like. So I didn't pick any romances out either because I've been on kind of a romance kick and I haven't liked most of the books that I've read. Okay, so this book is called, and I've never heard of this book. This book is called The Maid. Okay, I'm kind of into it. I like that. I like that title. I'm curious about The Maid. This is the murder mystery. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited to read this. Let me read the back. Let me read the back. Maids. It's just maids. It says, a dead body is one mess she can't clean up on her own. Molly Gray is not like everybody else. She struggles with social skills and often misreads people's intentions. Still, she throws herself with gusto into her work as a maid at the 5-star Regency Grand Hotel. She delights in donning her crisp uniform each morning and returning guest rooms to a state of perfection. But Molly's orderly life is upended when she finds the infamous and wealthy Charles Black dead, very dead, in his bed. Perplexed by Molly's unusual behavior, the police suspect her of murder. She's soon caught in a web of deception with no idea how to untangle herself. Fortunately for Molly, friends she never knew she had join her in her search for clues about what really happened to Mr. Black. Will they be able to find the real killer before it's too late? Ooh, this sounds fun. I'm kind of into it. The rapper was trying to slay the princess? It does. You're right. It does kind of have it's that pencil art quality, right? It looks like the Slay the Princess. It looks like a place where the princess would be in the basement. Like the cabin in the woods. That's true. That's a good observation. I want to save the art because I think the art on the boxes is really neat. Okay, and this has a blurb from Stephen King. Think clue, think page turner. Ooh, and Stephen King says, excellent and totally entertaining. The most interesting and endearing main character in a long time. Ooh. Hey, that seems like a good one. I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. This one says, make a deal with the devil and ruin your life. Okay, no joke. This just looks like Cuphead art to me. I was like, is this like a Cuphead? I have to know what this book is. So I was like, all right, this also sounds like a good like Halloween story, right? Like it's gonna have demons in it. There was one that was like the forbidden love story between a werewolf and a vampire. And I was like, isn't it always the way? Isn't it always the forbidden love story between a werewolf and a vampire? When is it not? I didn't pick that one up because I was like, I don't know where that one's going. But like, yeah. They're definitely just doing Cuphead. They're definitely just doing Cuphead. This is total Cuphead art. It looks a little bit different, but it's basically Cuphead, yeah. All right, 9:13. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and then I'll take the ice cream. That's not even forbidden. It's just a vampire into furries. It's not forbidden. It's forbidden. Vampires aren't supposed to fall in love with werewolves. That's the one thing you don't do. I did not pick that book up, but I do know I've heard that story before. I'm gonna write a romantasy. I keep saying it. I keep saying that I'm gonna write a romantasy. I didn't like any of the romantasies that I've read. Every single one has been disappointing to me unless they were written in the 80s and they were freakier. If you want to read like a good fantasy book, just read an old one. As long as it's before like, I hate to be that guy, but as long as it's like 90s, you're fine. Anything after that, you're playing with fire. You don't know you're getting into. Okay, I'm ripping this one a little bit. I'm not ripping the art part though. I'm just ripping the paper. Okay. This book is called The Sorrows of Satan. I don't know anything about this book either, but it's got Satan. My bro Satan. Most fantasies are brave books with pretty basic tastes, yeah. They just want content. They just want to chew up the same story over and over again and without any variant and just like spit it back out. Although, I am very intrigued by the dangerous crow boy whose job it is to destroy plastic. I might pick that one up. That one seems kind of fun. What do you guys think? That one seems kind of based because the protagonist of that book, I read a summary of, or I watched a summary of it. Strange Eons did a video about it. And then she was like, usually I'm turned off from this kind of thing because of the heterosexuality. I'm like, oh, come on. Women are horny. Women be horny out there. But what was it? She said that it was really kind of funny because the protagonist is kind of trashy and Australian, and and I like a good like problematic protagonist. Sorrows of Satan is apparently from 1895. Oh, this is old. When the devil first arrives in de Sisley, London, in the form of the handsome and charming Prince Lucio Romanes, his work promises to be easy. After all, in a world where science and materialism have replaced a belief in God, who would suspect Lucio of being Satan in disguise? Lucio sets his sight on Geoffrey Tempest, a starving novelist who has disinherited a fortune, and promises to guide him to power and fame. As the tragic story of Geoffrey's meteoric rise and fall unfolds, Marie Corelli lays bare the hypocrisy, immortality, and irreligiousness of modern life, a satire which is as fresh and relevant today as ever. The Sorrows of Satan, written in 1895. Oh, I should have read this already. I was around then. Missed out on all good books. Poor guy just wanted Lucy to heal him. Aww. Crawly's masterpiece, in the novel where her views on religion and society find their clearest and fullest expression. On another level, it is savage and bitter opposed to her critics who had vilified her previous novel. Ooh, I love a good spite right. That's a good, oh, she wrote it out of spite. Ooh, tasty. Previous novel, okay. You hated my previous novel? Chew on this. Marie Corelli was one of the most popular and best-selling novelists of the late Victorian period, her books selling millions of copies worldwide. Although she saw herself as a female Shakespeare, critics have tended to dismiss her as a popular hack This new edition of her most powerful novel allows 21st century readers to rediscover and reevaluate this fascinating writer. Valancourt Books' edition of The Sorrows of Satan includes the unabridged text of the first edition and a new introduction and notes by Julia Quinn, and an appendix containing rare contemporary reviews of Crawly's works. That's great, actually. That's really cool. This is a classic book, new edition of a classic book that I probably would not have thought to pick up otherwise because I was not aware. These are both female authors, by the way, I think. Let me double check if that's true. New York Times. Yeah, they're both. Thena Pro is also female bestseller. Oh, this is great. All right, we got 2 books by women. Awesome. Critics thought Shakespeare was a popular hack back in the day, too. That's true. Critics did think Shakespeare was a hack. All right, my ice cream is done. I'll be right back again, so I'm going to make a bowl of chocolate blood ice cream. This is done. I'm back. I'm going to move my books out the way. As you can see, when it first comes out of the churn, it is more of a soft serve consistency. So this looks kind of like a soft serve. It has to like set up overnight to really become like a full hard ice cream. I'm going to say something that sounds a little funny, but it didn't smell different from chocolate when I was mixing it up. But now that I've churned it, you can smell the blood. I don't know why. I feel like it aerates it more or something. Because I feel like it smells different from how like pure chocolate would smell. Now I'm gonna taste it. I think it'll be good. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. It's good. You'd have to have somebody tell you what the secret ingredient was. You know it's chocolate. You know it's cinnamon. There's a secret third thing. That's the best I could describe it. Like, there's a richness to it. Hard to explain. It's metallic is what it is. It's got like a metallic aftertaste. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right, it's ketchup. Right, it's ketchup. Mmm. Oh, it's good. It's like salty. It's like there's not that much salt in it, but there's like a saltiness to it. And there's like a metallicness to it. I like it. It's really good. I recommend this actually. Now, granted, I'm a vampire, so your tastes may differ. But, yeah, I'm fucking with this. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. I wonder how it's going to be after it sets up overnight. The good news is I have a pretty big quantity of blood. I still have like 2 cups left. So I probably could make this again if I wanted to make it again without much difficulty. I think it comes together really well. I wonder, I have a lot of thoughts about like the combination of like chocolate and spices. Like I'm thinking you could do this with like spice, like you put like red pepper. We're talking about putting like spicy peppers on top, not in the batter because that would do something weird to it, but like on top maybe. I also think it might be good like with coconut, like because I know I had those coconut bugs earlier. I'm thinking coconut chocolate would be good. And I'm wondering if like I want to keep putting blood in my food. Maybe some coconut milk. Yeah, I could do a vegan version. They recommend a vegan version for their mint chocolate chip, but I made the mint chocolate chip with the regular milk because I didn't feel like doing the vegan. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like this was successful. This is my anniversary. Hour and a half. One done. How you guys doing? Put in my spices and you end up with Cincinnati chili. Yeah, then that's more spices. That's more spices than chocolate. You throw it on a Cincinnati chili. What do they throw? There's something weird they put in it. Not just cheese, but like. What do you put in Cincinnati chili? I'm blanking. You go to the Skyway. It's like crackers and cheese and Skyline, that's what it's called. Cincinnati chili. You put like a shitload of cheese on top. Cinnamon and chocolate goes in the chili. Okay, that makes sense. That's why it's like that, huh? Yeah, I suppose it's just the different ratio. If it's more spices and meat than cinnamon and chocolate, then it's chili. And if it's more cinnamon and chocolate with a little bit of spices, then it's the Aztec ice cream. The secret third thing is chili spices. Oh, that would be different though. You could probably make that. Salt and Straw would do it. They'd be like, we're gonna make chili ice cream. Use cocoa powder in chili recipe? Yeah, it's not that weird. You can put chocolate in chili. You can just put like hunks of dark chocolate in chili if you want. That's fine too. Cocoa powder, hunks of chocolate. That's all good. That makes sense. This is all about the ratios. I put my headphones back on. I'm satisfied with this experiment. I think this will be good dessert. I'll eat this the rest of the week, but it is gonna go to the Halloween party. So when I go to the Halloween party, I will bring this. And if anybody who wants to taste it there, they can taste it. Or I'll take it all home and eat it all myself. I feel like anybody would be, you know, like if you eat this and you don't know there's blood in it, you'd just be like, oh, it's good. It's got a little depth to it for some reason. It's not like, ew, gross, it tastes like pig's blood. It's just like, a little bit salty and metallic in a way that I can't put my finger on. Interesting. The life essence. It's the life essence. Well, in any given scoop, you're only getting a little bit of the blood, right? You're not getting like it's only a half cup in the whole, and it's a half cup of blood to a 1 whole cup of cream in the pudding. So that's not like a huge amount. And then you mix that with the vanilla ice cream batter. It just looks like chocolate soft serve. It doesn't look like it has anything weird in it. I think the picture was much darker. But again, I don't know if they put like food coloring in it or if they just like put in like a darker cocoa powder because I used Hershey's. So that's probably the difference is just darker cocoa powder because they probably used like some kind of fancy cocoa powder in it. All right. So I'm not done streaming. I'm just done with the cooking part of the stream.